Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You can be lying down if you need to. You can be sitting in a chair. You just really want to find something that's comfortable where you can keep your back upright and sturdy. Stability is key. You don't want to be shifting around during the practice. It's kind of a distraction, really. But really just find what works for you. This is also an open eye meditation practice. We don't close our eyes here. But if you have learned the practice with your eyes closed, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop your eyes gently down below you. We're not staring at anything, but we're just kind of glancing lightly at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below us. We're not picking a spot to look at, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. Just a nice, gentle and light, clear gaze directed downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable seated position, and your eyes are open and down. Just settle here. Allow the nervous system to just relax. It doesn't take effort for this. Your body naturally wants to relax. So just let it happen all on its own. Don't try, in other words, to relax. Let it happen. Noticing any pain or tingling sensations. Noticing any emotions and the physical sensations of them. And saying yes to these things, not pushing anything away. Allow what is to be. Step out of the way and rest here and now. But then, and maybe you'll notice this, you'll start thinking about something, making the plans for the day, or worried about what you did yesterday, thinking about a video you saw, or rehearsing a song in your head. The mind keeps going on and on like this. It never ends. But we don't need it to end. Meditation is not about quieting the mind. We're only here to let the mind go and let it do what it wants to. We instead just stay here with this moment, just as it is. Not trying to get anything out of this moment, not trying to use this moment as a stepping stone to the next. We just rest here and now and let thoughts think what they want to. But most of us are habitually attracted to thinking. In fact, we believe that we are our thoughts. So there's an initial, what is called mindfulness, that needs to be developed in order to see through thinking clearly, in order to really let it go. And a wonderful tool that we use is to bring our attention to the breath. Most of the time, our attention is stuck in our head, where the thought factory is. And for this moment, we're going to bring our attention to the coming and going rhythm of breathing. So find the breath wherever you feel it the most. And if this is difficult, just take a deep breath and let it out slowly. And notice where you feel it the most. Now rest your attention with the breath in the spot you feel it the most. But don't just focus on the breath. Don't concentrate. Relax. Be aware of the breath. Let it come and go on its own. Notice it, but don't concentrate. Be with it, and don't focus. Stay with breathing, and do this as effortlessly as you can. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now, this is not a failure. Unhook from the story, from the words, and gently return to breathing, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to breathing. Let the thought continue on. Don't ignore it. Don't push it away. Just return to the breath. Very simple. And I'm probably catching you right in the middle of a thought again. But this is no problem. When you notice that you're lost in thought, instead of returning to the breath, inquire this: what is the thought talking to? What sees thinking? What hears this voice? In the same way you found the breath with attention, find the one thoughts are talking to with your attention. In fact, find the one that is directing their attention. What do you discover? What sits here? What hears this voice? Look carefully. All right, you can look at the screen. You know, something that I personally struggle with a lot is finding time to practice. And it can be daunting because meditation really is something that should be practiced every day, at least once a day, but really for it to never end. And there's this quote by a teacher that changed the perspective on me. He was asked a question. His name is Ajahn Chah. I probably mentioned him before, but he's from the forest Thai, Buddhist tradition, the monastic order in Thailand. And he said, somebody asked him, I don't have time to practice. I don't have time at all. Like, I such a busy life and everything's just coming and going, and I just can never find time to sit and practice. And he says to the questioner, he says, do you have time to breathe? And the guy was like, yeah, of course I have time to, I'm always breathing. He's like, then you have time to practice. If you have time to breathe, you have time to practice. Now, I know that we sit in a formal practice like this, you turn on this video and it's something special. It's something that you don't do in the rest of your day. You're sitting here. But that really should be seen as an illusion. The fact that this is a special time. What we're doing in meditation is learning to leave thinking alone, which should be done all the time. We always notice that we're lost in thought as much as possible. When you're driving in your car and you're not even driving, you're thinking about dinner and what you're going to say to that person who wronged you and how dare they do this and I'm such a horrible person and I don't like. You're just driving, thinking. Or you're sitting on your porch and you're looking at beautiful rabbits and the sunrise and the gorgeousness of reality. But you're not enjoying it because you're sitting there mumbling in your head about how horrible things are and how you're never happy. It's losing sight of what's real, and that is this present moment. So practice never ends. Right now. It's not that because now we're in the talk period that meditation has ended. Are you competing for your attention within your head? Are you worried? Are you thinking about something right now and not paying attention to what I'm saying? There's this competition always for attention, and learning to come back to this moment, just as it is key. It's vital. So don't think that meditation needs to be for some period of the day, which is very important to do, by the way. Very good to have some sort of special time for meditation, but it's not required. You are always meditating. If you have time to breathe, you have time to practice. And thank you everyone for showing up today. It is always a pleasure. It's an immense joy to do this with you. And of course, if you have any questions about what we talk about here, please comment below and I'll be doing a separate question and answer video. I'm gonna try to do it every Sunday, but this weekend actually doesn't look like that's gonna happen. But I will do a separate question and answer video when the time comes, so stay tuned. But put your questions into the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. And of course, if you're new here, I do a video like this every day. So to support you in this continual practice that we're doing, I have a video like this every day. So join me and I'll be here for you. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for showing up for your life. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.